Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, the Brown Amakar Wolf, aka Sniper. I'm here with another episode of What's the Odds? Go through a couple of games. I wrote down a little bit more than I did last week. And if just remember, I'm doing this on my own opinion. So if you lose money, do not come back on me and try to find me. I'm just doing what I do. But hey, we got a good slate of football starting Friday. It is a lot going on. You hear me? A lot going on this weekend. A couple of teams are in idle, like my dogs. We're in idle right now. But hey, there's a lot to make to take that place. So with that said, I give y'all a few more minutes to jump on board. When you come on, go ahead and hit that like button. I'll give you a few more minutes. Let me do the intro one more again to get some more folks in here. All right. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and get this here started. First game we got is one on Friday night, 8:30 p.m. We got Illinois that's 3-0 and 3-0 Nebraska going at it. They got Illinois at a 7.5 underdog. That's the spread. 7.5. Now, against Nebraska, this should be a dogfight, y'all. This should be a dogfight to the very end. I think Nebraska can take that spread and win this game by 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to go ahead and take this spread. They have Nebraska winning at a 67.7%. So I think they can get this spread is 7.5. So again, for you who are just coming on and don't understand spreads and over under, the spread they put a points that the winning team has to win by. So like in this game, Nebraska has to win by 8 points. Has to win by 8 points. Just so you can get a little bit of money. So if you bet on Nebraska to get 8 plus points, you can win some things. The over and under, they give what's the ending score going to be. I know there's some pools that do it by quarters, but majority of the time Vegas does it by the end of the what's the ending score, and they have it as 42.5. So combined scores of 42.5. I think this. I'm going to go ahead and write down that I think that Nebraska can do the spread and win by 8 against a very talented and defensive Illinois team. But I think Nebraska has the quarterback and receivers that can get the score multiple touchdowns. I don't think Nebraska is going to be Illinois is going to be a problem for Nebraska. So I'm going to go ahead and give Illinois those 7.5, or give Nebraska the win with 8 plus points. The next game I'm going to do is we got Stanford at Syracuse. Another dogfight on our hands, y'all. Stanford is 1-1. They lost to TCU, and Syracuse is now sitting 2-0 with 1 conference win. Well, 1 conference win. How you doing, Unu? This is going to be another big dog fight on our hands, y'all. It's in Syracuse, so the point spread is 8.5. So again, that 8.5 is going towards this dude. Seriously. Hey, thanks for the view, bro. Thanks for the view. They got Syracuse winning at a 69.9%, and Stanford at 30.9. The spread is 8.5 and the over under is 57.5. It's pretty high. I think this is going to be a very close game. I don't think that Syracuse, even though I don't think that Syracuse can win more than a touchdown. I think this is going to be a close-knit game. So I'm going to give the points to Samford. They're about even when it comes to total yards. Would Syracuse has a little bit of an edge over them. What's going on, Eddie? They're about even when it comes to rushing in their last 3 games. Defense, they hold it down on both sides of the field. So one thing Syracuse has given up a lot of rushing yards. They've given up 372 yards in the last 2 games that they played. So we're going to give Samford the 8.5. I believe this is going to be a tight knit game. Syracuse probably will win by 7. And the over under, I will go under. I'm going under for that. And y'all let me know if y'all want me to check out a game real quick while we're on here. I can definitely do that. A game 3, which is going to be fun. And I wish that big bro D Troop was up here to give some of his input on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Arkansas at Auburn. Whew. Arkansas at Auburn. They give Ed. Ed, I think I'm gonna do the NFL tomorrow. I'm gonna look into the NFL and do their over under and spreads tomorrow, before the Thursday night game. So just this hold on. I'm doing college today, and do NFL tomorrow. What's going on, Go Dogs? Hey, you can. So just a recap since people are coming in now. Just a recap. I've done doing the over under and the spread for a couple of college games. The first one I did was can y'all still hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Really, Go Dogs? Really? You knew, come up here. All right. So, anyways, I said the Illinois versus Nebraska game. That's the Friday night game. It's a 7.5 points spread. And a 42.5 over under. So with the 7.5 spread, I'm giving it to Nebraska. I think Nebraska can win by 2 touchdowns, if not more. And I'm going to take the over for that game. The next game I already went through already was the Stanford Syracuse at Syracuse. The spread is 8.5 for Stanford. Automatically gets 8.5 points. And the over-under is going to be 57.5. So I did give Stanford that 8.5. And I think that Syracuse can win, but it won't win no more than field goal to 7 points. Moving on to the next game. Put your comments down if you like it. If you don't like it, put your comments down. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Arkansas versus Auburn. Going to be an SEC Classic. The spread is 3.5 to Arkansas. Over under is going to be 58.5. Arkansas struggled last week, but they do have they do at times have a talented defense. I am going to say Auburn does get the does take care of the spread, but I'm going to go under the 58.5. South Alabama, App State. Give me a few, and I get to that as soon as I get a chance to break and go look at that real quick. We'll look at that. That's another interesting one. So I said I would Auburn with the spread. But I'm going to go under the 58.5. The 58.5 over under. Very seldom the SEC games go high scoring games. There's been a few here and there, but very seldom. It's but this game is going to be at Auburn. That's going to be the interesting part. I think this is it. Okay. All right. So the next game I got for y'all, Utah at Oklahoma State. Both are 3-0. Both been putting up scores. This one's going to be an interesting one. The spread is only 2 points, y'all. The spread is only 2 points. Oklahoma State. So again, Oklahoma State started off with 2 points. So they got a safety before the game started. I'm going to give. Oh boy, this one's going to be a tough one. This one's going to be a tough one. Ooh wee. The spread, the over under is 57.5. What has can Oklahoma State and Utah give us a showdown? I believe they can. I'm going to go over 57.5. And I give Utah will win before what's going on, Rimrock? Rock, the Utah can win by 2 points. They did us wrong on that game right there. That's probably going that's probably going to move again before the game on Saturday. But right now, 2 points, y'all. 2 points. Moving on to my next game. So they moved it down to one to at 1. That's crazy. I got this off of the ESPN no, college football bets. That's where I got my majority of mine. Spread 1. whatever it is, it's a low spread. Um, Utah can beat Oklahoma State by 1, 2, 3. I give them a touchdown of winning that game. Now, as I do more research, come Saturday when we do our picks, then it will be a little bit different. It might be a little bit different, but that's what I have right there. I wish I don't know. Yeah, it's basically a pick, you know. Um, so my next game I got up another low spread, high over under TCU versus SMU. Where's Armando at? Armando love him some SMU. Um, and I forgot to put down. Give me a second, y'all. SMU. SMU is 2-1 overall. Overall, TCU is also 2-1. The point spread I got on this one is at 2. SMU automatically gets a safety at the beginning of the game, but I'm going to go differently in this one. I think this is going to be a low scoring game. It's not the TCU of old where they put up points fast and quickly. I think this is going to be the game. I think this is going to be under the 57.5, be under the 57.5. And I think SMU can take that spread and run with it. So I'm taking SMU with the 2 points automatically given. Next game is going to be interesting. We don't know what this team is going to bring us. It's going to be Baylor versus Colorado. It's going to be it all depends on what Colorado team shows up. What offensive line shows up. They had a great outing last week. I picked wrong on that one for last week, but again, Baylor's one of those teams you can't sleep on, and Baylor does rush the quarterback a lot. They got a pretty decent defense that can get back there to Colorado's quarterback. As long as you don't trash talk them, you could get back there to them. As y'all find out last week, them boys track Shedeur all week long. Got beat down and then tried to shake the man's hand. I think Colorado is going to take that 1.5 points and run with it. They can win by more than 1.5. The over under is 54.5. We're talking out west. I'm going to go under. I'm going to go under. But I got Colorado with the points winning that one. You knew, where are you? I said, come up here. So, all right, for those who just coming in, let's do a recap real quick. No, that's next Saturday, Ed. That's next Saturday. Both Alabama and Georgia has a bye week. playing just perfectly. Phoenix Rising, hey boo. So let's go through again. We're doing what's the odds. This is a this is what I help folks out with their betting. If those who bet, I don't bet. I like pretending like I bet, but I really don't bet. I like my money too much. So I got Illinois and Nebraska. I got the point spread is 7.5. That automatically goes to Illinois, and the over under is 42.5. Both of these teams can score. I think Nebraska is going to outscore Illinois. So I do have them without the points. Nebraska winning more than 7.5, and I took the over because Nebraska can score in bunches, and Illinois will help out with that over under. The next one I got is Stanford at Syracuse. This game is going to be interesting. I took the under with the 57.5. I took the under on that game, and I also gave Stanford the 8.5 points, which I think they can. Syracuse can win, but it's not going to be more than 8.5 points. Next game I have is Auburn, Arkansas versus at Auburn. The spread is 3.5. 3.5. The over under is going to be 58.5. I'm taking the under and also giving Arkansas to giving Auburn the win without the points. Next game is Utah versus Oklahoma State. The spread is 2. ESPN, as I was just told, gave them at 1. So Utah can outscore Oklahoma State with the 2 points given, and I took the over for 57.5. Mr. Black, you came just in time, son. That's me pretending to be from New York, son. Hey, you knew where are? Didn't I tell you to come up here? You knew. Are you not listening? Are you not feeling well? Anyways, so the next team I went over is the TCU versus SMU. That over under is 2 points. 2 points automatically given to SMU. Both of these teams are 2-1. The over under is 57.5. It's going to be an interesting game, but I did give SMU the nod, winning by 2, but winning more 2. Thinking that TCU cannot win by 2, and I'm going with the under. I don't think it's going to be that high of a scoring game. Baylor versus Colorado again. The point spread is 1.5. The over under is 54.5. It depends on which O-line shows up for Colorado, how you can take this game. I did say that Colorado can possibly, and I'm just going on they got a 1-game winning streak. They can win more than 2 points. And I'm going to take the under on this game. Again, chat, the ones that's in here, hey, thank you for coming up. If you have any games that you would like me to look at, I will definitely look at them towards the end of this segment that I got going on. We could discuss some games. Does anybody want to come up and if anybody want to come up and talk about some games and about this over under and the spread, we can definitely do that. I will drop the link in a few seconds. My manager is not here right now, so I'm doing everything on my own today. But anyways, moving right along. The next game I got is Houston. That's sitting at 1-2 at Cincinnati. Houston at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 2-1. The spread is 3.5. And the over under is 46.5. I'm looking at this game as it's going to be a nail biter, y'all, and that's probably the reason why that we had the spread so close, so low. I'm going to go ahead and give Houston that 3.5. Cincinnati can score, but Houston's defense is a problem. They're a problem. Just because they're 2-1 don't mean that they've lost games fairly close. They fought all the way to the end. Bearcats, it's hard to say what their identity is right now. So I'm going to say that Houston has the points, the 3.5. I'm giving that to Houston and keeping it there. But I'm going to go to under of the 46.5. Next game. Y'all help me out with this one. The next game is going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. You got a team that has clawed themselves back in the last two games. But it's who they played those last two games is really making me think wisely on this one. You got USC versus at Michigan. That game is a USC sitting at 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. Michigan is 2-1. The spread is 5 points. So basically, whoever the betting crew said that neither team could pull away with this one, but I think that USC can pull away with this one. They got studs on doggone on offense. They got some studs on offense, tight ends and receivers. Their quarterback throws dimes. You have to be on your game to stop them. And right now, Michigan is not the. Yes, they won the last two games, but they didn't play anybody to really make you say, Michigan might be just had a little hiccup. So I'm going to go ahead and tell Michigan to take those 5 points. But I think USC is going to beat them by 2 points, two touchdowns. Over under 44.5. Can it get can it be a high scoring game? If USC puts up 30, I think that I think that Michigan can give you 14. So I'm going to go with the over on that game. This game is not so exciting, but I decided to throw it on there anyway because some people like it. Rutgers sitting at 2-0 at Virginia. And Virginia's now at 2-1. They have the point spread is 3.5, given to Rutgers. So Rutgers the underdog as of right now with 3.5 sitting in their back pocket. The spread is 44.5. Can Virginia? Is there momentum? Are they in on a going uphill? Are they? Is their offense enough to get at least 30, 35 points on Rutgers? Y'all gotta help me out with that one. But on my opinion, my thought process behind it, I'm going to give Rutgers. I'm going to say that Rutgers are going to keep this game close. Virginia will not win by 3.5. So I'm going to tell Rutgers to hold on to that 3.5. And I'm going to say the under on the 44.5. 44.5 over under. I haven't forgot about you, Eddie. I'm about to go and research that game real quick. The last game I had on here, it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be. Can one of y'all guess who it is? What's the last game that I got on here? Okay, you probably can, but who cares? It's gonna be Tennessee at Oklahoma. Tennessee has been putting up points. Tennessee's been doing its thing against lesser talented teams. D Truth, what's going on, bro? Lesser talented teams. The point spread is 7. And the over-under is 57.5. Now, only reason why they gave that 57.5 is because Tennessee has been scoring 60, 70 points on teams that's less talented than them. Of course, they're going to put a high scoring over under up here. But can they do it against an SEC team? Can they do it against Oklahoma? Oklahoma both teams sitting at 3-0. Both teams haven't really got into a dogfight yet. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out real quick. I think it's gonna be a closer game than what most people expect it to be. I think that Tennessee has been spoiled the last 3 games with these 42, 60, 50 point games until they meet somebody that has a little bit more talent than the teams they played already. I'm gonna give Oklahoma that 7 points, and I don't believe Tennessee is going to win more than 7 points, and I don't believe that neither team, their final score is coming out to be 57 and a half. So I'm going to go with the under on that one. All right, if y'all just give me a second, my South Alabama was requested versus Appalachian State. Let me see what they have going on here. Just give me 1 second, y'all. So, Appalachian State is going to South Alabama. Let me see. Nope, go back. Let me see. University of South Alabama. They have App State. They gave South Alabama 8 points. It must have been 7.5 to move it up to 8 points. And the over under is 63.5. All right, Ed. Since you requested this one, what you got for me? What you think is what you think that we got? It says that Alabama is the spread is 8 points, Alabama. And the spread is 63.5. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. No. Yes, it's 7.5 points. Over under 62.5. Think that for me, I'm going to go ahead and let App State hold on to that 8. They already got the 8 points, but I think App State can beat them by 2 touchdowns. But the over under is really high. I'm gonna leave that over under alone, and I'm gonna stay under that 62.5. Any other teams that y'all got for me out there while you got me up here? Armando? D-True? Hey, D-True, come on up and give me your opinions on some of these games that I called out already. You just make sure you're let's see what we got. The link has been dropped. And y'all hold on 1 second. We're going to a commercial break real quick, and I do some Q and some answers of questions about some of these games, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. Welcome to What's the Odds? I'm your host Sniper. This segment we're gonna do questions and answers. You want me to look up a game real quick and throw out the odds and tell you what my opinion, my options will be? Hit me up. Let's go into the chat and find out. I already did one with the South Alabama State, University of South Alabama versus Appalachian State. I gave you my prediction on that one. That one was a request. Is there any more requests before we move on? I got one that I did skip over. Let me research this one real quick. This one's going to be another great game. Come this weekend. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me. Well, I don't know how I missed over this one. So the game I'm talking about this weekend, we have UCLA versus LSU. This game, UCLA will travel down to Tiger Stadium. We've got, let's see, the spread is, the spread is going to be 24.5 points. And I'm looking at Sportline. 24.5 points. The over-under is 56.5. Let me get this down here. UCLA at LSU. $24.5 for LSU is already starting off with damn near 25 points. Over under 56.5. After that big win, LSU had over South Carolina, and it took every bit of LSU to win that game. Did we see enough from LSU to say that they can get 24 points on UCLA? 25 points on UCLA. I'm giving UCLA those points. Over under 56.5. They both can score, but they don't score enough to get 56. You take 56. 28 points apiece. 30 points to I think that it's going to be. I'm gonna go under for that game. Don't know how I'll skip past that one, but that's what going under on that game. We also have some other exciting games out there that, I mean, if y'all want me to look at them, I can. I'm on the site. But it looked like everybody left. I enjoy doing this show. I enjoy doing this. So, um, but anyways, if you don't have anything more for me, I don't have anything more for you. It's been a pleasure. And again, like I said, if you take what I say and you go and bet and it does not come out for your pockets, please don't come after me. I'm just doing something I enjoy. I tell you, I don't bet. I like to look at this, look at the odds and look at the spread. I like to do that in games, but I don't want to put none of my money down on it. So I don't advise you do it. If you do gamble, make sure that you gamble responsibly. Please don't put up your house for a football game. It's just a game. And with that said, I am Sniper, aka Brown Elmical Wolf. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. If y'all need anything for me, hey, let me know. I think tomorrow um, we can get down with some NFL stuff tomorrow before the Thursday night game. I try to get on here early before that game um, and give you some insight of what I have. But until then, y'all have a good night. Stay out of trouble and Godspeed.